Hello guys, my name is Noel and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please kindly subscribe to my channel, do smash the like button and share this video as well. So a lot of people have been asking me to make a video about the process that is involved in bringing a family member into Luxembourg. So if you live in Luxembourg or you plan to live in Luxembourg, how can you bring your family member or family members or member into Luxembourg? So today I'm gonna tell you or show you how you can do that. By the way, this information is based on my personal research, and of course I lived in Luxembourg, and of course my experience and my research is going to help me to present this information to you guys today. So if you want to apply for family reunification as a third country national, what do you need to do to make sure the application is done according to the law? I have to say that I am not an immigration agent. I do not work for any agency of government. The information provided in this video is based on my personal research and experience. Please always consult the appropriate agency of government or ministry in charge for any immigration or visa related matters. Okay? Now, there are two steps that are involved if you want to travel to Luxembourg or if you want to bring your family member into Luxembourg. What happened before you enter the territory and what happens after you enter the territory. So let's look at the first step. Before entering the territory, you have to apply for a temporary residence permit from the Immigration Directorate, Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs. You should have a valid passport. And if you are subjected to visa requirement to enter Luxembourg, you have to apply for type D visa after obtaining a temporary residence permit. Now, after entering the territory of Luxembourg, you have to file a declaration of arrival within your local municipality of residence in Luxembourg within 3 days of arrival. You have to submit to a medical checkup, most notably tuberculosis, at the government-approved health center. Then you have to apply for a residence permit. Now let's look at what constitutes a family member. So definition of family members. 1, it could be a spouse or registered partner of the sponsor, age 18, over 18 when applying for the family reunification. Polygamous marriage is not authorized if a sponsor already has a spouse living with him or her in Luxembourg. The second definition of a family member could be unmarried children of the sponsor and or their spouse under the age of 18. 3, the direct ascendant in the first degree, mother and father of the unaccompanied minor beneficiary of international protection. Now, under some circumstances, the ministry may extend family reunification after the applicant has legally resided for at least 12 months on Luxembourg territory to the following groups. 1, direct ascendants to the first degree of the sponsor or his or her spouse or partner, that is mother and father, when they are dependent on him or her and are deprived of necessary support in their country of origin. 2, unmarried adult children of the sponsor or his or her spouse or partner when they are unable to support themselves due to their state of health. 3, legal guardian or any other family member of the unaccompanied minor. Now let's look at the preconditions that must be met before you can bring your family members into Luxembourg. To bring a family member to Luxembourg as a third country national residing in Luxembourg, you must meet the following conditions. 1, a well-founded prospect to obtain a long-term right of residence in Luxembourg. 2, proof of evidence of stable, regular, and sufficient resources. This could be salaries, fees, income from assets to meet your needs and that of your dependent that you want to bring into Luxembourg. 3, you must have a suitable accommodation to receive the members of your family that you want to bring into Luxembourg. 4, you must have a health insurance to cover yourself and, of course, your family members. Now, let's look at the practical arrangement, how this thing works. I'm going to go a bit into more details. I'm trying to summarize this thing because there's a lot of information. Please stay with me. First step before entering the territory, residence permit application. Third country nationals must apply for a temporary residence permit on a plain paper from their country of origin and directed to the Directorate of Immigration of the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs or to a diplomatic or consular representation of Luxembourg. 2, you have to specify your identity, surname, name, and address. 3, proof of found sufficient resources of the sponsor to meet your needs and that of your family members. A sponsor is the person who is trying to bring his or her family members into Luxembourg. You are the sponsor, okay? And those you want to bring in are your dependents. You have to also show proof of suitable accommodation on Luxembourg territory for the sponsor and family members, and then proof of health insurance for the sponsor and the family members. Note, these documents are not required for the applicant who is applying for a residence permit as a highly qualified worker, transferred salaried worker, or a researcher who is applying for a residence permit for his or her family members alongside his or her own application. Documents must be either original or certified true copies. And let's look at additional documents that must be attached depending on what category of application you are making. Now, number 1, for spouse or registered partner of the sponsor. So if you want to bring your spouse or a registered partner, okay, of the sponsor, here are what you need to attach in the application for that particular dependent. A copy of the entire valid passport of the spouse or partner, all the pages, okay? B, recent extract from the criminal record of the spouse or partner established in the country of residence. C, a document showing the existence of the marriage or registered partnership, for example, marriage certificate or partnership certificate. Now, if you want to apply for a descendant like your child, okay, as a sponsor, the following document must also be attached. A copy of the entire valid passport of the child in question. B, proof of family relationship with the sponsor, for example, your child's birth certificate. If you want to apply for an ascendant like your parent as a sponsor, here are the list of documents that must be attached in that application. A copy of the entire valid passport of the parent or ascendant. 2, a recent extract from the criminal record of the parent or ascendant in his or her own country of residence. 3, document attesting to the family relationship, for example, the birth certificate of the sponsor showing that that person is your mother or your father. 4, a document showing the marital status and family situation of the applicant, as well as proof that he is deprived of necessary family support in the country of origin. 5, proof that the ascendant or parent is dependent on the sponsor before his application for family reunification. Example, proof of regular payment from the sponsor to the parent. 6, a document attesting to the financial situation of the parent. So, let's look at other things that you have to consider. If the application is approved, okay, the third country nationals will be issued a temporary residence permit sent by post and is valid for 90 days. During these 90 days, you must apply for a visa to enter the Schengen area if you are subject to visa requirements. And the second step is what happens after entering the territory of Luxembourg. You have to declare your arrival within 3 days of entering Luxembourg, do a medical checkup, tuberculosis screening, and then apply for residence permit within 3 months of arrival into Luxembourg. So these are what you need to do if you want to bring your dependent into Luxembourg and if you want to bring your family members into Luxembourg. Please, this information is based on my personal research and of course my life experience as a resident, somebody who lived in Luxembourg as well. So I would advise you to always check the link below my description section, because I'm going to put the link to this website of the immigration in Luxembourg for you to go and also check more information there. I tried my best to summarize the whole thing. It's a lot of information on this, so I try my best to summarize it to you guys to make it simplistic, specific, and precise for more and easier understanding. So please try to check the link further and read more there. And I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and of course like this video and share this video as well. So this video has now explained to you how you can bring a family member into Luxembourg as a dependent and the processes involved and what you need to do while making your application. I hope this will help you to make an informed decision if you want to bring a family member or dependents into Luxembourg. Remember, this video is based on my research, personal research, and I'm not an immigration agent, immigration lawyer. Please always consult the appropriate authority or agency of government or ministries for visa and immigration related matters. Thank you once again for watching, and I wish you all the best in your future application. Don't forget, in all that you do, always give it a human face. I am the human investor. If you believe you can, then you can. The success you're looking for is inside of you. When you have what people are looking for, they will find you. And when they find you, the success becomes obvious. Catch you and be great.